Okay.
Check your body.
Hello everyone, welcome to Day 2 of the E3 2018 press conference schedule. I am, of course, one of your hosts, Mark, live at Gamersledge Command Central, and joining me is Kate the Killer. Hi Kate, how are you doing?
Hello.
And, of course, Jimmy the Shank, the bearded Buddha of Baghdad. How are you doing?
Good, Mark. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Jimmy the Shank sounds like a guy down at the docks who's like a minor loan shark.
Well, you're not wrong. I'm just saying. So yeah, we have.
If you don't pay him back, he cuts off your thumbs.
That's right.
Oh, we have tons of stuff in store today. Of course, Day 2 is kicking off. Microsoft Presser is just 30 minutes away. Let's talk about last year, what we saw, what we might see from the House of M today, and more. I'll kick it off. Last year, they promised us basically that we would have the most powerful console ever that the world's ever seen. While they delivered on that promise, I think the marketplace still hasn't responded how they hoped. I believe a big part of that is due to lack of exclusive games, and I think the only way that they can start digging out of the third place hole is to announce a bevy of world exclusives that people care about. This is interesting because It is the exact opposite stance that Kate has as to what Microsoft will do in their conference today from our prediction show. So I basically made a quick list of what I thought I would see at the show today that we will see. I think we'll see Crackdown again, which has been delayed till 2019. Again with a battle royale kind of situation. I truly believe they're going to do that. They
have to show Crackdown. They have to because they have a huge problem with canceling their first party stuff.
Yep, they sure do. I think we'll also end up seeing a new Forza Horizon because they keep going on that every other year kind of scenario. So it's time for Forza Horizon. I think we'll see Gears 5 announced. I think we'll see Halo 6 again with a battle royale because how do you shoehorn late? Yeah, they can't help themselves. I believe we will finally see Below, which has been the Microsoft exclusive that. So that's going to be in the indie section, first of all. But remember, according to Microsoft, every indie title that they buy timed exclusivity for is an exclusive. So I expect that, like, out of the 10 or 15 exclusives that they have, they will be indie games. So there's that.
They have a problem when their most talked about exclusive game was Cuphead. I mean, it's an amazing game.
Yeah.
But it's not a AAA Xbox game. And that was, like, their most, like, probably well-received exclusive.
I really like that game. Have you had a chance to play it, Jimmy?
No, I haven't played it because I don't have an Xbox and my computer isn't powerful enough.
Gotcha.
I haven't had a chance to play it. I've watched some speed runs. I've watched some no-hit runs and stuff. And, I mean, God, talk about taking me back. I mean, it reminds me of, like, Steamboat Willie, like some of the oldest cartoons and stuff. It's just amazing, but I don't know, man. We're talking about exclusives here. I mean, for me, I specifically own the consoles that I do for the exclusives, and Xbox is not one of them. So I'm going to be really interested to see what Microsoft comes up with for just consumer retention, keeping people on the Xbox or just the Microsoft consoles, period. So far, to me, they haven't done anything really that has impressed me enough to go, I need to own an Xbox.
Well, they're probably going to truck out a couple more than I can think of. They showed us the first teaser trailer of The Last Night last year, which has me extremely interested.
Ori and the Blind Forest will be there.
You mean Ori and the Will of the Wisps?
The second Ori and the Blind Forest, whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Yeah, that was the last one on my list. I think we'll see all of those. Praise be that we don't get another Conquer thing somehow mangled by Xbox like they did last year. No more, Microsoft should not be allowed near the Conquer franchise whatsoever. I mean, that's the other thing that I could possibly see them doing is maybe we have some rare IP relaunches through Microsoft this year. That's the only other thing I could think of that might be exclusive that they might leverage to bring people back to the Xbox platform.
I think that they'll have bought some trailers from things that aren't like exclusives that they want to show at their thing because they just need some hype.
Well,
at this point. So, I mean, we could see something like Mortal Kombat 11 at this conference.
Yeah, and I think we'll definitely see Anthem in some shape or form.
Well, we know we're going to see Battlefield 5 because EA said that they would be showing stuff here.
Yeah.
So we know that's happening.
And when you don't have exclusive titles of your own, you have to show them elsewhere. So I fully expect to see Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider will be here in this conference.
You think Square wouldn't just show it at their own?
Oh, I think it'll be both. I think they want the cachet of being on the Microsoft stage as well as being at their own.
Well, and I mean, Tomb Raider does have a history of because they had the other one was a timed exclusive for Xbox, which they treated as if it was never coming to any other console.
And of course they did, because that's what Microsoft does, and it doesn't make any sense. But yes, no, I fully think we'll see Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I think we'll see I'm very curious to see if whatever the remnants of Scalebound are ever released, finished, etc. Because that was something that Microsoft touted as an exclusive, and then of course it disappeared into ether. Platinum said we're no longer working on it. That doesn't mean that those assets are dead. They could be being used to transform into something else, and maybe Platinum's just not developing it at this point. Who knows? So that should be interesting to see. Anything out of left field? Anyone predicting? See, and this silence right here. Well, this silence is the interesting thing, right? Because when we go Sony, what could they go out of left field? We're all like, oh, what about this? What about this? What about this? What about this? And whenever anybody brings this conversation up with Microsoft, there's never really an answer because Microsoft...
You know what would be amazing if they did? A new Panzer Dragoon.
Do they have the rights for publishing? Or...
I don't know. It was always on Xbox only, though.
Huh. But I mean, Microsoft tends to play it corporate. They're by the book. They don't do anything out of left field. They do a nice, safe production. They don't ever stretch their wings and try things that could fail. Like, for example, Sony, you can always point to Parappa the Rapper. That's not a game that should have ever been made, ever. And yet they did, because they wanted to see if they could. And they didn't care if they lost money. But Microsoft is so corporate and by the books at times that I think it's very hard for them to invest in things that may not make a potential large return for them. So out of this conference, I'm expecting them to tout the Windows Now, the Games Now, subscription, and why that's a good deal. I expect them to roll out a safe mix of games, but nothing that's going to blow us away. Now, if Square appears at this conference with a Parasite Eve remake that is exclusive to the Xbox One, that would be something that Microsoft doesn't do.
I'd have to buy an Xbox.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point, right? It is like, we don't see any of these earth-shattering, oh my god, I gotta have it, investments from Microsoft. It's always straight corporate by the book, and that's what I think they're going to have to get out of that mindset if they want to gain traction in the marketplace, because Sony is now the big dog on the block who is thoroughly trouncing them. Even the frickin' Nintendo is beating them, and it's Nintendo.
It's not really surprising though. It's like, I mean, I know we're used to the Wii U Nintendo, but Nintendo is very popular.
Well, and Nintendo has the one thing that Microsoft doesn't, and that's exclusive games. You have to go.
And that's pretty much like all they have. Like, I mean, they do have some third-party stuff, but their first party is, even Sony can't beat their first party.
Yeah,
stable.
Yeah, and so I think it puts Microsoft in this really weird position where they have to change their approach dramatically. And while I am not predicting it in this press conference, I would love to see it, because competition always is good for the marketplace. It's good for consumers, and Microsoft has just been very tepid for the last while. I don't think
they're still resting on their like Dude Bro, Gears, Halo, Call of Duty laurels. I think that's what 360 was king of, right?
Jimmy, as a patented Dude Bro, what do you think about, what do you think about Xbox in the marketplace today? What do they have to do to get back on top?
I think that, I think Kate has a point. I think that Microsoft sits far too much on, I guess, what has worked versus, as you said, they're not spreading their wings. They're not bringing in these new IPs, these new ideas. I've listened to reviewers talk about Wii and Wii U and how it was a lot of in-house stuff. It wasn't a lot of branching out, and now Microsoft is following that trend, and Nintendo with the Switch is bringing in other organizations to work on their console, and I think that's really what has picked up for Nintendo. I think Microsoft needs to they need to expand on their exclusives, but they need to allow for more exclusives. Tried and true is not going to work anymore. They have to bring in kind of edgy new ideas, things that might not, like you said, things that might fail, but could also be the, kind of the linchpin or the turning point for them to put them back on top.
And that's what I was saying, because like in the 360 era, stuff like, first person shooters like Call of Duty, Gears of War, Halo, that was that era. That's what was really, really popular and everyone wanted. So of course Xbox did amazing, and that's why 360 was so good and everyone wanted to be on that system. But demographics have shifted a lot in what people want. Like Call of Duty is not nearly as popular as it used to be. It still sells a boatload, but it's not, you don't hear every person on the street corner talking about Call of Duty anymore. And I think Xbox is behind the wave on that, and they're only just realizing like, oh shit, like we need something else.
And I think that's one of the things that has me most interested is, although I don't tend to enjoy the weird little partnerships that they make, like for example Destiny and the PlayStation 4, and then now it's going to be Battlefield 5 and the Xbox One. I do think that does bring certain demographics in because they know all their friends are going to be on that service. But where I think they've had the biggest misstep in this console generation is actually in their UI. The Xbox 360 UI was very simple, it was very easy to navigate, whereas the Xbox One is a little more convoluted with the tiles, and it's difficult to, sort things. I think they've lost a lot of, this is something that Sony has always traditionally been very weak at. Nintendo has been even worse at, and Microsoft has been, with the introduction of the Xbox and the Xbox 360, you had a great system software basis for everything else to build upon. And here I think it's a little worse. I'm not saying it's the worst thing in the world. It's not. It's totally fine. But that's just my point, is it's totally fine. I think, do we think that there will be the crazy possibility of whatever the successor to the Xbox One X is being announced today, hardware-wise?
I don't think so, because something like that big would have been leaked, and if it happens, that's an engineering marvel in this internet day and age, like of no rumors of that at all, and it happening. So I don't think so.
Anything
but
under
if it happens, it can't be named like the One X1. It's got to be named something different.
No, it'll be the Xbox One 2.
The Scorpio. That was a good name.
Scorpio was amazing. Oh
and then they could have kept that with like the naming system and had the next one be like the Capricorn or something.
Oh yeah, I mean having the Zodiac consoles. I mean it would give them so many opportunities for awesome names over the course of, many years. But
of course, though, then the Xbox Cancer would come out and the memes of that.
They would have to, to counter that, it would literally have to obliterate the competition. Yeah. It's, instead of being a cancer to Microsoft, it would have to be a cancer to the rest of the industry for them to really make it amazing.
A cool name. It was such a cool name.
I'm now thinking of the marketing campaign for this, and I'm seeing a PlayStation 5 lying in a hospital bed with its hair falling out. What happened to you, PlayStation 5? The Xbox cancer. I'm not sure if I approve of this message, but I'm getting there. I'm very close.
Well, there's 11 other zodiac signs to choose from, though. 12 if you want to include Ophiuchus.
I'm just not sure how well the Xbox Sagittarius will sell. I'm sorry. That's a mouthful.
Xbox. Well, you could have like the Xbox Taurus. The Xbox
Pisces.
Yeah.
It just cries a lot. I'm a Pisces. I can say that.
The Xbox Leo.
Xbox Gemini would be cool. That'd be
that'd be
a
a good
neat
name.
console name.
Well,
Leo would be a good name too.
The Xbox Aries. Come on now.
It would have to be bundled with like the entirety of the God of War series.
Well, it
That would
can't.
jump from Sony.
They jump from Sony.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Is like it would never be a thing because it can't have God of War with it. So.
Yeah, I agree.
Or if they'll just do it the Xbox 2. The Xbox XXX.
And the Xbox One X, 2X, 3X.
It would be the Xbox One squared.
They wouldn't want to give any cachet to. Really? You're gonna make me sign in?
Are you not old enough to be on YouTube, Mark?
I'm apparently not old enough to be on YouTube.
So yeah, beforehand, before we went live, I mentioned to you that we were both technically wrong
Oh my god.
about Kingdom Hearts 3's release date, because we said Christmas, but it's going to be January 29th.
I thought I had heard them say without a shadow of a doubt that it was launching this year previously, but that changes, so huzzah.
What are your thoughts on it coming out after the holiday season?
I think that the people who are excited about it are so bloody excited about it that it's not going to matter.
That's kind of where I'm at too.
Oh, don't do that. No, hey. Fantastic. Thank you. Let's just get that up there. Alright. Let's turn that down.
Apparently the X-rated Xbox press conference.
Yeah, listen to the music.
And you have to sign in your age.
Alright. Well, that's one approach that could be different than Sony. Let's go for the adult market. And not the legal adults, the Bound Chickawawa adults.
The barely legal adults.
Yeah, so this is the first year they're not at E3. They don't have a booth at E3. They just have their Mixer booth, which Mixer is the Twitch-like kind of thing that Microsoft launched, I think, 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting in that we will, they're not really, quote unquote, there at E3. And that makes me ask the question yet again. I've asked it so many times. With most people tending to skip the show or bypass it or announce things at other shows, is E3 still relevant? And will it be relevant in the next 5 years?
I don't know. Considering how much stuff is getting leaked, I don't know. They might just have oh hey, here's our press conference that they'll just have randomly, and companies will do their own thing.
Well, take Nintendo as a prime barometer of that. Again, they're not participating in E3. They're just doing a Nintendo Direct conference that coincides with E3, and then they'll have certain things on the floor. But Jimmy, do you think that direct press conferences are how we're going to do this in 5 years? Or do you think E3 will still be around and people value it as a spot in the calendar to announce games?
I think that as time goes on, it's going to be something where companies are just because of the way that digital media is progressing. I think it's going to be something where companies come out and they're like, okay, now we're ready. Now we're ready to show you everything that we're doing. That way they're not on as much of a time crunch. It's not, okay, you have to be ready every June at this date and time. Like Microsoft can say, all right, well, we're ready to talk in March. Sony is ready to talk in June. And I mean, you're going to see some posturing because there's going to be, it's going to be one company versus another. Microsoft might announce something, and then Sony might take the time to announce something better 4 or 5 months later, generate more hype closer to holiday season, that kind of thing. But I think that we're more and more coming to the point with digital entertainment that it's just all going to be online whenever it's ready. I mean, you're not going to see these people going for time crunches to try to push out the best product for a specific time within the year.
Now, there were a group of industry analysts that came out and said that this is the last console generation. The next one will be streaming devices only, no processing in-house, locally. It'll all be done in the cloud and pushed out to the consumer. Do we think that Microsoft will be the first to embrace that? Especially since they double down so much on the power of the cloud and how they work with businesses today? Or do you think there will be yet another physical console generation local to the home?
I think there will be maybe a physical console, but that physical media won't happen. Like discs won't happen.
Well, Microsoft.
I think we're gonna see the rise of. I think Kate is right as far as media. I think that devices like the Steam Link are going to become the actual console. I mean, we've got. We're to the point now that we have massive hard drives. As solid state drives catch up, you're going to see the console get smaller and smaller. It's going to be able to hold more and more media. And I think as internet options improve as well, as fiber continues to expand, you're going to see that device is going to be all that's going to be sitting on the shelf anymore. There won't be CDs. There's not going to be any of that kind of stuff anymore.
If it was like Japan. If they were thinking about just Japan, there probably wouldn't be consoles anymore because of just the way their internet infrastructure is in that country. It's good, and they're a small country, but their internet is amazing everywhere. The U.S. has terrible internet and terrible infrastructure, so as far as like an American audience goes, they'd still need something physical in terms of just a console and not it being pure like Xbox having like their Netflix of games and then Sony having like their Netflix of games where it's a different service kind of thing.
See, and I think this is one of the places that perspective is a little difficult because, if you happen to own a good PC gaming rig in today's standard, you can't buy physical media, right? You can
can't.
only use Steam. You can, you might be able to go find a disc at a GameStop, but for the most part, it's all streaming now for PC. And so PC users are used to that, but PC users are also the minority since it's such a high bar cost to enter. Whereas console is geared for the lower end spectrum. And, we saw the backlash when Xbox One...
It's getting higher too, right? Like, I mean, even Nintendo, which is like the quote-unquote kid-friendly one, is not as cheap as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So
the interest
in the bar there is getting higher.
I think the other side of it is like you said, infrastructure for internet. Not everybody has it. And when you saw the Xbox One come out with the concept of we're only going to be online only, you have to be connected to the internet all the time, it was pretty much a complete backlash. I don't know that things have changed in the 4 years since that's happened. That people are ready for a change. People are ready for...
That's something you'd have to tell me, because, like, I've always found it kind of funny that Canada is a much bigger country geographically than the U.S., but our infrastructure is still better. Like, our internet is better per capita. I guess because, like, the U.S. doesn't spend much money on infrastructure, so, like, if you don't have...
Infrastructure, what's that?
Cables. Yeah. You have to have cables and poles and stuff for all that stuff to travel along, and roads, and you guys don't like spending money on that stuff.
Well, it's interesting to me because I actually moved recently the offices from a place where I could get fiber internet to Google's backyard, and I can't get fiber internet. So
that's like blows my mind that it's like because you're not in like the boonies. You don't live in the Badlands in Montana. You live in San Francisco,
But
and you can't get fiber.
to be fair, I live in a 108-year-old building, so getting that infrastructure into the building is one thing. Getting it to my actual apartment is another. So
all I'm hearing are excuses, Mark.
Yeah, I'm not trying hard enough. That's what it is. Oh, so supposedly
it's really sad.
Well,
Go
my
ahead.
house, I live in an old farmhouse that's over 100 years old, and we have fiber.
See, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about it anymore. Jimmy, what were you saying? It's really sad.
It's like, I mean, I live outside of Seattle, and there was controversy. I haven't seen all the details, but it was something about Google Fiber wanted to come here, but it was something about upsetting the city. Like the internet service providers up here didn't want Google Fiber to come in, or
Oh, gee, I wonder why disruptive service for a low cost. Oh my God, not that.
I know, and I have many things I could say about Comcast. Again, that would probably get us sued, but I'll refrain from that during the broadcast.
I appreciate that, since that's what provides our internet service while we stream.
I know.
So just over
Needless
a
to say,
minute.
Google, if you're listening, I want Google Fiber in the greater South Sound area.
Yeah, if you're thinking about San Francisco, do it. Come on now.
Yeah.
I love it when I put that up there. It's just like into space with the three of us and a Gamersledge logo.
Right?
So weird. I'm interested to see.
I just hope
Go
they
ahead.
show games and not talk about them, and then sort of show them like at EA.
I'm interested to see. Yeah, EA was extremely frustrating in that they did not.
Well, they talked to a dude in the audience who's just like, "Yeah, here's our game," and they didn't even show a logo or anything.
Well, here we go.
Here we go.
Let's see what's showing. 10, 9, 8.
God, I didn't think they were coming out with a countdown simulator game.
Well, you thought wrong.
Damn it.
The stupid bar is on the screen again. I won't.
I know. I'm trying to get it away, but it doesn't like it.
Well, you got it eventually last time.
Yeah, it's not. The trick I did last time is not working.
Just a little bit.
As soon as I can, I will.
Okay. Tomb Raider? This looks like Tomb Raider.
Jurassic Park Tomb Raider?
That's what I was about to say.
Evolve 2?
Jurassic Park Fallen Kingdom.
Yeah, I thought.
It looks almost Horizon-esque, too.
Oh my God, what are those monsters?
The greatest monster of all. Yeah, it gives me almost like...
It's Halo.
Is it Halo? Yeah.
I think it's Halo.
Yeah. Yes. Halo 6.
Halo Infinite.
Oh my god, it's Halo Destiny. I can see it now.
To infinity! And that's it.
Let's hope it doesn't look like Marvel. The characters don't look like Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. You turn around and they all have cokehead eyes. Blink.
No necks.
Please
Yeah.
welcome.
It's like,
the
please
head of
blink.
Xbox,
Stop staring
Phil
at me.
Spencer.
Phil's got his cool jacket on. Actually, I really like Phil Spencer.
Yeah, I like him.
Don't make me pull the gun out.
He's a very personable guy.
He is.
With Halo Infinite, we will join Master Chief on his greatest adventure yet to save humanity. We are now at a moment of exceptional creativity in gaming. We can't wait to show you what Creativity Unleashed looks like for you.
I like how they made
So
everyone
all the
more
gamers
white.
around the world, across time zones and languages, to every single person watching us on TV and on Mixer, and to our largest ever live audience, the thousands of you with us right here in the Microsoft Theater. Welcome to E3 2018.
It's part of the reason they switched away from the E3 venue so they could have
I'd
a bigger
like to
theater.
personally thank everyone who's joining us from FanFest. A 100% of the proceeds from your FanFest tickets are going to Gamers Outreach. Thanks to you, kids in children's hospitals get to game with their friends in their favorite worlds. It's a great cause. That's
That
what
is
I
a good
appreciate
cause.
most about gaming. Gaming brings us together. Gaming connects us. It inspires our truest cooperation. It creates some of our fondest memories of competition and our deepest conversations about the stories within games. Most of all, gaming fosters real community. It reaches across age, ability, race, gender, and geography. This is why I've always believed, and will always believe, that gaming is the great unifier. And what unifies us is our shared love of this art form. Legendary characters who captivate us, not just for 10 hours, but for 10, 20, 30 years. Bold stories that inspire the hero within us. Iconic worlds that are so richly imagined, we feel excitement in the air and danger on the seas. As gamers, we are at a momentous time where creative vision and cutting-edge technology together are delivering the art form we love. So, for months, our teams and I have traveled the world, meeting developers from Japan to Poland, from the UK to the Ukraine, from
The fact
big
that they mentioned
studios
Poland makes me
to
think
single
Cyberpunk.
developers.
Yeah, I
Creators
also
who
agree with
seize
that.
the full power and potential of Xbox
Which I'm not going to be
One
upset about.
to express
No.
their most daring vision for games. Today, we've curated a bold showcase of their best work, and ours. 50 games,
Lord.
18 titles
What?
with exclusivity.
What
and
kind of
15
exclusivity,
world
Phil?
premieres.
They're not going to tell you that.
Some will be first-timers on this stage, and others will be first-timers on any stage. All are imagined by the industry's greatest talents. All demonstrate what true artisans can create: mind-blowing art, immersive sound effects, breathtaking worlds. So let's jump in.
Exclusive.
Well, it's not Xbox exclusive because it didn't say Xbox. Oh, no, it is. It's Microsoft Studios.
You were saying?
Ori?
Yep.
These games look really cute. I've never played them, though, because I didn't
They're amazing. I've got
They're
I've got Ori.
incredible.
Yeah, I've got Ori in the Blind Forest, and it's just absolutely amazing.
I love the art style.
Yeah, very much so. Incredible.
It's one of those games that you feel like you're actually playing a painting.
Yeah.
So I want to know, did they give everyone a white t-shirt so they'd all be in white?
Probably. Or as part of that fan fest.
Oh, maybe.
World premiere.
Not exclusive, though. There's a lot of samurai games lately.
Oh my god.
So you're awake. Looks like death is not
What?
complete just yet.
Oh,
This is it! This is Shadows Die Twice! This is what I've been waiting for!
and it's not an exclusive.
Nope,
Oh!
on everything.
Past since I found you.
This has got to be Tenshu.
Who lives, they'll soon make use of his bloodline. The Lin you have lost will give way to something more useful.
So it's
You'll
like
learn to
Neo,
appreciate its
almost.
worth.
Oh my god.
He's got a grappling hook arm. I approve.
It looked like he just had a trick weapon too, like Bloodborne.
Well, you know Patches will be in it somewhere.
Right?
Your death won't come easily.
Oh, this is so like Bloodborne Souls kind of boss.
Yeah, but with more range.
Nope.
Sekiro.
Oh yeah, Shadows Die Twice.
Sekiro. Oh my god, that looks amazing!
Please welcome from Bethesda Game Studios.
Oh, I'm so excited!
Oh, Fallout 76.
How's everybody doing? It's great to see everybody again. You know, actually, the Bethesda event is a few hours right after this, across the street. And Phil said to me, I'm having a few friends over. Why don't you stop by? And look, I know Phil is really, really charming, but damn, he's got a lot of friends. And the good news is, you're our friends too. We've had an incredible 16-year history with Xbox, going all the way back to the original with Morrowind. Now backwards compatible. And that goes all the way to bringing mods to consoles with Fallout 4. And now, we are bringing the Fallout universe to Xbox Game Pass with Fallout 4 launching today. And hey, since we're here, we thought we'd give all of you an exclusive world premiere first look at Fallout 76. Yes,
Is it an
Fallout
MMO?
76 is a prequel to all the other games, and it is our biggest one yet. It is 4 times the size of Fallout 4. Set in the hills of West Virginia, you are one of the first to emerge into an untamed and very different wasteland.
I hate when they do this. Like, stop showing the stage.
But Kate, can't you see how big and impressive it is?
300 years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the completion
of Vault 76. This sprawling underground shelter may have been engineered by Vault Tech, but it was built by you. So that if the bombs do come, our way of life will endure.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is all there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains.
No, pre-order. That doesn't mean that's when it comes out.
I love that they got a John Denver song for this. Like, that was the first thing I thought when West Virginia was the setting.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled, you must rebuild. Not just walls, not just buildings, but hearts and minds, and ultimately, America itself.
Doesn't look like an MMO.
In
No,
Vault
it doesn't.
76, our future begins.
World premiere.
Is it me or did it get quieter?
Yeah, it seemed like the soundtrack.
It got quieter.
Squeenix?
Oh, Life is Strange something.
Actually,
It's just me, Captain
Because
Spirit.
Don't Nod is Life is Strange people, right?
oh, it is in the Life is Strange universe.
Flying Fortress. Have you spotted Snowmancer? Not yet. Keep me posted. Okay, Dad. You're drinking beer?
I don't need a lecture from my son.
I always get picked last for the team at school, and they never throw the ball to me.
They can't tell stories like you can they?
No way. Start the launch. Too late! Emergency! This time, you won't get away from me. I miss Mom's smile.
Me too. You're probably gonna change the world.
I hope so.
I know so.
Captain Spirit is here!
The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit. Download for free from June 26th.
For free?
Free. Wow.
Exclusive.
Exclusive.
Commander Jack on deck.
Yep.
Oh, Crackdown.
Yep.
I just heard Terry Crews' voice.
Like me. Yeah. Beautiful. Like a skyscraper. Falling at your face. If you want to play on my level, follow my lead. Somebody give me my jam. Chop, chop, chop. It's all about getting the jump on the enemy. No building is too high. 60 stories up, incoming. You gotta build up that raw power. Grab more, grow more. Nama, nama, nama. Big, bigger. Jackson! Then you need that fire power. Homing rocket gun, bullseye. Vortex cannon, see ya. Graviton tether. Have you two, man? And the most powerful weapon of all, me. And then I roll out like a boss. I can push off fools, pull up the side of a building, or even bust out my very own tank. Oh yeah. Boom shakalaka! Man, these bad guys just won't quit. They got mad science, and mad a master plan. Here we go!
The style looks like Xbox One graphic, like the original X-Barn graphics.
See, what's frustrating to me is it's not Crackdown.
No, it's not.
I mean, I love Terry Crews, and I would play that game. Just name it something else.
We will take back our world from the scourge of the machine.
Nier? Oh no, this is Code Vein. Or is it Nier? I don't know, I can't tell.
No, it looks like Nier.
Looks like Nier.
Yeah, it's Nier.
Yeah, it's Nier.
Glory to mankind.
Was it not on Xbox before?
Maybe
Don't think so. Oh yes!
Oh man.
Oh.
The skies rained missiles, and the ground burned to ash, and the seas boiled, and people turned into shadows. So let us not fear the heretics at our door. Even with their iron steeds standing before us, stinking of machine oil and shining its heretical light upon us.
Remember, most of the country has been destroyed or occupied. Even those who speak our language might be enemies, by conviction or out of fear.
We will not falter. Let us steel ourselves against them. For this is our hour of glory. Amen.
Let's move out, Artyom.
I love it when people use Massive Attract for terrorists. Yeah, they did. I mean, to be fair, this really does look like Metro's attempt to enter the AAA marketplace. And it has some interesting ideas.
They will get it. We'll cross it no matter what those fanatics think.
I love this series. Both of the Metro games were amazing.
See, they've never done much for me, but this one looks interesting.
heretics come for our lives, we will stand firm. So you got me, you damned heretics. Artyom, jump!
What is Artyom? Cool.
February.
January, February is going to be busy next year.
Yeah.
Again.
Metro had me at its gritty visuals, brutal landscapes, and its mystery of the ruins above ground. What I love about our art form is the vast range of creative expression, from grim post-apocalyptic battles to hand-painted spirit guardians. Whatever world these creators build, whatever story they tell, whatever world these creators build, whatever story they tell,
I think there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Effects they use, we will work with creators to guarantee that their games look and play best on Xbox One.
That's why the volume went all wonky though.
Yeah, I guess.
Like this next game, generations have loved role-playing games from inventive studios in Japan. Our next game is the latest in a legendary series. For the first time ever on Xbox, Kingdom Hearts.
Oh.
Oh man, here we go.
It's cold! Guess he's too used to the beach. Hey, Islander, what can I say? Look, even the sea's turning to ice.
This is frozen.
Wow.
Just let it go, Kate.
Get out.
Why? Do you want to build a snowman?
No.
A walking, talking snowman. You really are alive.
Hello. Olaf, are these your friends?
Nope, never met him. Don't know anyone blue, green, or Kusaki spiky.
Oh man, I like the ice skating mechanic.
Give me strength. Whoa! Yeah. Ha! Take this.
Oh no, gummy ship.
Gummy ship's confirmed.
Look out!
Whoa. That's amazing. You can control ice.
Control it? No, all I ever do is hurt people. This is my home now. I can't go back. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Herc! Look out! Oh!
Things they don't really mean. Oh, you're only everything I ever dreamed.
Roxas does exist. His heart's inside my heart.
The other Twilight Town is just data.
So what will Elsa accept? Light or darkness? I know I want to know.
Well, good for you, but guess what? I won't let her fall to darkness.
So if you're gonna think twice, baby, I don't wanna know, baby, I don't wanna know.
This Keyblade.
Is that?
Mickey. You're too late.
My wife just said it's time for an Xbox. No, this will be out on PlayStation 4 also. It is not exclusive, thank God.
Exclusive.
Another Sea of Thieves.
Is it an exclusive if it's
DLC? DLC.
Yeah, if it's DLC, that's kind of stretching it.
You needn't cower in the doorway. I actually like meeting new people. Besides, the conversation with my friend here has reached a bit of an impasse. I think he just needs a moment to cool off. Now, I sense that you brought me something to inspect. Show me. Oh. The waves of change roll throughout the seas, and a new land is revealed. The Forsaken Shores. A place of darkness, where fire and ash consume all. And from the depths, skeleton crews will rise to curse the seas. An ancient evil set loose upon the Sea of Thieves. You have delivered unto me a portent of doom most terrible. Oh! You just wanted to know how much it was worth, didn't you? Fine, I'll give you 10 for it.
I need to find the filter that makes my voice sound like that so I can go all Galadriel whenever I want. I would just I would dictate my laundry list, my shopping list.
This is Battlefield 5.
Yep.
Jeg har altid syntes, at landet deres var vakkert og forstyrrende. Da jeg kom hit som barn, fortalte de mig historier om skabninger og monstre. Vi ved, at nogen er derude. Må du fortælle mig, hvem det er?
I'm actually very excited for Battlefield 5.
Exclusive.
Because it has a Royale.
World premiere.
No, that's just added bonus.
That's the one mode I won't be playing on it.
Forza?
Oh,
yeah, Forza Horizon. Euro Edition?
Okay, so far this and Halo and Ori. Are there any other that are pure Xbox exclusives?
No. Like the song.
Was that a hearse?
No, it was a black cab.
Oh my god.
Which is hilarious, also.
A hovercraft?
What?
Yeah, they do that kind of stuff in Horizon. They won't do it in Forza proper. They do off-road racing in Horizon.
Please welcome, from Playground Games, Ralph Fulton.
Thank you so much. It is fantastic to be here. Today, I am excited to show you the world premiere of Forza Horizon 4, set in beautiful, historic Britain.
Called it.
Forza Horizon 4 features dynamic seasons in a shared open world, and seasons change everything. Let me introduce you to some of our team who will be helping demo the game today.
So you know this is a game because
Bill,
it's sunny
who is online with a few friends in the
in Britain
beautiful
in the game.
English country.
That's right.
He has chosen the incredible new McLaren Senna. And say hi to Solomon, who is hanging out with his buddies on the streets of Scotland's capital, Edinburgh. Solomon is driving the Hoonigan Ford Focus. And please welcome Andy, whose off-road buggy is perfect for taking jumps, scaling rocky terrain, and having fun on the coastline of Britain. But first, let's join Rebecca. She is enjoying the summer in her highly customized Nissan Silvia. The sun is out, the sky is
I drove
blue,
one of those when I
and
lived
it's
in
the
Japan.
perfect day
Okay,
for a
yeah, I was gonna say she's not driving it, now she's driving it.
Forza Britain is a shared open world. When you play with the entire community. And that means the other drivers you'll meet in the game will be real people with all the
Who are really trying to run you off the road.
that real people bring. Let's join Bill. He's in the same shared world as Rebecca, driving at speeds made even more thrilling on Xbox One X by the brand new 60 FPS mode.
Crazy amount of players.
Meanwhile, Andy is bouncing around the dunes nearby. As you can see, Horizon 4 is still full of action-packed fun. And now we're going to show you how seasons change everything. In Horizon 4, every season changes the world around you, with each bringing its own unique beauty and unique gameplay. One of the great things about this shared world is that it's easy to interact with the people you meet. Here, Solomon and Rebecca use the new quick chat feature on the D-pad to start a new friendship. It looks like Rebecca has found some like-minded friends. It's great to play solo, but it's better to play with others. Horizon 4 lets you seamlessly enter co-op from within the game world. Seasons, time of day, and weather conditions are dynamic, but they are synchronized for every player, so the entire community will experience them at the same time.
So the season changes are going to be server side then.
Correct.
Together. Let's see how this scene looks in winter. The entire open world changes beyond recognition.
It's funny if they dropped the temperature in the theater by like 15
Now in smell-o-vision.
We reached. The trees have entirely lost their leaves, and snow and ice covered the terrain. The visuals and the driving experience couldn't be more different. And now a blimp has appeared over the ice to signal the start of a new world event. Forzathon Live invites the entire community to come together and cooperate to win big rewards. And while they head off to the event, I'd like to show you how the world of Forza Horizon 4 looks in spring.
Now it looks like
the
Britain.
world changes completely with the season.
Except it's still too sunny.
New
Yeah, it's still too
gameplay,
green, too.
and new events across the whole world. Every season, there are new reasons to play Forza Horizon 4, and the
Everything
huge,
needs to be as dank as
creative,
a boiled
fun-loving
potato.
Horizon community will be there to enjoy them with you. Today, you've seen a completely new take on Horizon. In Forza Horizon 4, you will live in a vast, beautiful world in which dynamic seasons change everything. Forza Horizon 4 is coming to Xbox One and Windows 10 on October 2nd, and I am thrilled to announce that it will be included in Xbox Game Pass on the same day. Thank you so much.
Please
Is that
welcome
really
back
an exclusive?
Bill
It's
Spencer.
also on computer.
Yes. I'd consider it yes. You can't play it on PlayStation or Switch.
We know that exclusive games from our Microsoft studios are what originally turned so many of us into Xbox fans. My team and I take our commitment to you seriously, to make Xbox One the best place for you to play and for you to have the best games on the world's most powerful console. This is why we're increasing our investment in our existing franchises that you already love. And this is why we are amplifying our investment in new worlds that will deepen your love for gaming on Xbox.
Rare.
We embarked on a quest to find creative teams that have the mastery of our art form. And we found innovative game designers, master storytellers, exceptional world builders. And now, I'm proud to introduce the creation of a brand new Microsoft studio, The Initiative. Led by Daryl Gallagher, a visionary storyteller who has worked across some of the most iconic franchises for over 20 years. This new Santa Monica studio is building a team of world-class talent to create groundbreaking new game experiences. And next, I'm excited to welcome Undead Labs to Microsoft Studios. This studio caught our attention with their visionary approach to building a zombie survival franchise. They just released their second infestation into the world, and in the first 2 weeks, over 2 million of you have joined the fight to survive. Now,
State of Decay 2.
it's my distinct pleasure to announce that we have acquired Playground Games. This is one of the highest rated studios of this generation, celebrated for their incredible craftsmanship. Not only will Playground Games continue to work on Forza Horizon, they're bringing their open world expertise to an entirely new project. We can't wait to share more about that later. And for the fourth new studio, it's my personal honor to welcome Ninja Theory to Microsoft.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
I met Nina and Tamim when we collaborated on Kung Fu Chaos back on the original Xbox. And a minute into playing Hellblade, you know you're in the hands of master storytellers who are fearless about telling bold cinematic stories. This is a team gifted in creating new franchises. And yes, we've got a fifth studio to announce, Compulsion Games. 2 years ago, we premiered a game we couldn't get out of our heads. A game that captivated us with its strong, fresh, and intense storytelling. We Happy Few is nearing its full release to gamers everywhere. So please help me in welcoming all of our new studios.
Wow.
By joining us at Microsoft Studios, these 5 new teams will have the resources, the platform, and creative independence to take bigger risks, create even bolder worlds for you.
Truth is the enemy of happiness.
See, I thought this game already came
Isn't
out.
that the decision
No,
we all
it
made?
came out in early access.
Oh. But you know the truth, don't you?
It looks creepy
There's
as
not
hell.
a thing I can tell you that you don't
I have
already
the
know.
early access version.
It's there.
Have you had your joy, Ollie?
People in town are getting a tad bit skinny. I think they're starving to death. And they're painting the streets in rainbows. Have you not noticed?
Oh, Ollie.
Why are you all wearing those ridiculous new masks?
You should get one. They shape your face into a smile. And when you smile, you can't help being happy.
We have to tell people. They need to know the truth.
No! It's better not to know.
Wakey, wakey, everyone. And it's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. Do what you should be doing, and you never have to worry.
Sally?
Arthur, we're practically the only two people in this entire city not stoned out of our minds on joy.
It's not a lovely day for it. It's a terrible day for it.
If you force people to have the emotions you want, then you've turned them into robots made out of meat.
Where is it? Where's the blackberry? You've gone too far this time.
People won't face facts. Not until we take their joy. And when we do that, they'll murder each other in the street.
Exclusive.
Console launch exclusive?
Oh, Player Unknown Battleground.
Oh, good lord.
On Xbox. Are they going to do something different in Fortnite?
They have a couple. They have a couple new modes and stuff. I still think it's the far better battle royale game.
You're the only person, apparently. I haven't played either, though, so.
I know I can't really say it with this kind of freaking nonsense in the background, but it's the more realistic of the two.
World premiere.
I feel like the only person on the planet who's not excited about PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds.
You're not, because I am not excited at all.
I absolutely love it.
I don't do battle royale games. Oh my god, really?
What is this?
Oh, this is Tales of Vesperia.
Yeah?
Is this Tales 2?
Oh, no.
Yes!
No, it's just the definitive edition of the one that's already out.
That's okay, I love this game.
It is a very good game. And it said this is just the world premiere, so it's not exclusive, so it'll be coming to PS4 also.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I love that game.
World premiere.
Okay, this one's not exclusive either.
Washington, D.C.
Oh,
The
Division
most heavily
2?
protected city on Earth.
Within its limits, 177 foreign embassies,
It is
550 elected
definitely the Division
officials,
2.
and 23,000 military personnel.
That sounds like the girl who voiced Kate Bosworth in
Personnel are evacuated.
Ghost Recon
Shelters
Wildlands.
open while complex defense systems patrol the sky.
But nothing stopped the virus.
Yep.
27 days
Division
after
2.
Patient Zero, Washington fell. It began with riots on K Street, then shootings in the National Mall. Troops withdrew to bunkers. Civilians were left in the streets.
America is on the brink of collapse. But some people have survived. Gardens grow on rooftops, their fences patrolled with rifles, in communities that live under constant siege. Survival has taken the form of urban warfare.
Centuries ago, on this very soil, brother fought brother, spilling blood to forge the United States. History is threatening to repeat itself.
Now, in the heat of summer, 6 months after the outbreak began, a remnant of a corrupt state lurks in the shadows, ready to engage in a new civil war.
Agents of the Division are the only ones standing against it.
But how do you save a nation when its enemies come from within?
I do a happy clap for that.
Oh!
Ooh, you're gonna let us see inside it.
Matt, that crash site is just ahead. Duke, Kit, did you guys hear that?
Yeah. Closer this time.
Look at this parachute. Dropped right through the ceiling. Let me see if I can get this. Oh, that'll come in handy.
So you guys are coming, or what?
Yeah. Oh, Merry Christmas.
Nice. Like that throwback.
Yeah. The door.
Karpinski, it's the Division.
Alright, let me just talk to this guy.
Glad to see you. We got a boy here who's gonna die without his meds. Those True Sons assholes confiscated them, along with most of our drinking water. Up around
Okay,
Pinwater Station.
meet us at the sinkhole?
Yep. Okay, sure.
It's interesting that you can now hear the actual quest dialogue. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Definitely from the capital. You should have a new side mission on the map.
Yeah, we're not that far.
Okay, do it after the crash site? Sounds good. They're just ahead of us, Matt.
Hey, I see you. I'll be up in a sec.
Kit, we gotta get you leveled up.
I know, please help. I've been busy.
Toxic chemical residue detected.
A lot of loot down there. Hey, you guys should really check this out.
Almost there.
So
Oh, that's the control point.
the teams are obviously bigger too now.
Hey, wait for me.
Crap, they have a tank.
Yep, I see him. Don't aggro him yet.
Let me adjust my build.
Got my crossbow and chem launcher.
It just got quieter again.
Yeah, it did.
Chem cloud out. Matt, can you
Way
flank them and get a
quieter.
clear shot?
I'll take that sniper on top. Wait for it. Got her. Matt, look out! Alright, let me try to get that tank off you. More bad guys on the other side of the plane.
Grenade, grenade!
Dude, come on.
Yep.
Matt, I need your help. Over here. Seeker mine out.
That was pretty cool.
Whoa! Oh, I'm stuck. Use a little help. Thanks, Matt. Oh, there's a dude rushing through the plane. Guys.
Yep, I'll see what I can do. Got him. I'm down.
Yeah, hang on, I'll get you. I'll cover you guys.
Come on, come on. Get that weak point.
Oh crap, Matt, watch out! Sending my drone.
Thank you for the revive, Meg.
I've got this guy behind the tank.
Map of the hive, nice.
Alright, just lay it on him.
Again?
Drone down.
Now there goes his armor.
Ah! You're on your own.
Keep going.
Good job. Level up. Level 30.
Oh, sweet. Congrats.
Alright, flare is up. Control point is ours. Nice. You guys wanna check out the plane? Let's go.
Analyzing ballistic residue.
Looks like a rough landing.
Whoa, that's nuts.
Let's check it out.
Great idea. Let's just die.
So, game plan. Take the capital back. I think we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go, 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 go!
See, that's what more... Oh, March 15th.
Except your online experience will never be that nice and cooperative.
Actually, that's not true. When John and I played it all the time, it was like that, actually.
This is a special time for gamers. We've never had so many incredible games to play. Storied franchises, uncharted worlds, new releases, and cult classics. Genres we love, and genres we'd love to explore. There's only one problem. Too often we are forced to choose one amazing game over another. So we set out to solve that problem. And to answer the question, what if you didn't have to choose? What if you could play them all? The answer? Xbox Game Pass. A way to give gamers the ultimate freedom to play. And your response has blown us away. Not only are you playing more games, you are spending more time gaming. Freedom of choice is leading to more discovery, more play, and more fun. And we couldn't be more inspired to keep building and unlocking more for you. So for the last year, we've been working on how to give you faster access to all those games. We leveraged the machine learning expertise we have at Microsoft and invented a way to start your games twice as fast. And naturally, we're calling it Fast Start. Unlike the current ready-to-start system, which is manually configured, Fast Start uses machine learning techniques based on how gamers actually play games. And Fast Start is designed to get better as the algorithms and parameters are refined over time. I'm pleased to announce that Fast Start will launch for select titles in the June update coming later this month. Ultimately, it all comes down to the games. We'll continue to deliver iconic favorites like Halo the Master Chief Collection, coming later this year.
I wonder if it'll work by then.
We also plan to release all new exclusive games from Microsoft Studios, including Forza Horizon 4, Crackdown 3, and more, into the Xbox Game Pass catalog on the same day as their global release. Every month, we'll also bring new games from leading creative studios into your Xbox Game Pass library. Games like Ashen, Warhammer Vermintide 2, After Party, and Phoenix Point, all available in Xbox Game Pass the same day as their global release. So that's what's next. But let's talk about what's happening today. Tom Clancy's The Division. The Elder Scrolls Online Tamriel Unlimited. And Fallout 4. All enhanced for Xbox One X in gorgeous 4K.
So how much does that cost a month?
And all of
So
them
the Xbox
available
Game Pass
today in Xbox Game Pass.
is $9.99 a month, with a 6-month subscription for $60.
Working with
It's the
us
same cost.
to bring freedom of choice to gamers around the world with Xbox Game Pass. Thanks, everyone.
I don't see any years yet, unless they're saving that till the end.
And there's the sound again.
There's the sound again, yeah.
Oh, below.
But they're not showcasing it, which is still sad.
Yeah, it's very disappointing. Islands of Nine. I think I watched.
That's a battle.
I think I saw
Royale
Shroud
game.
play that on Twitch. Yeah, I think I saw Shroud playing that on Twitch. Children of Morta? That actually looked kind of cool.
So since they showed the exclusive of Shadows Die Twice here, I wonder if they'll show gameplay, like, you know, a demo at Sony.
Possibly.
They'll probably show gameplay at the Sony discussion.
I thought I knew why I came here.
Oh, there's Shadows of
Oh, here it is.
I saw it. The end. But now the truth feels further away than ever. I still have so many questions. shouldn't he get hold of this?
Let's think this through.
Do you realize the tragedy you have unleashed? The cleansing has begun. It falls to me now to stop it before it consumes us all.
What have I done?
Still haven't played the second half.
I know that it's not practical. I know that it's hard to believe.
You don't know that you caused all this, Laura!
You need to trust me.
We have to trust each other.
I speak
I still remember the original PlayStation 1 game, and I can't believe how far it's come.
Yeah.
He wants to alter the course of humanity. If you had that power, what would you do?
Looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
I still have to play Rise, though I'm so behind on that series.
Skate 4?
Are you kidding me?
Please be Skate 4.
Imagine you the antelope, and I'm the king of the jungle. Animal instinct, phenomenal stamina. Just think about a man on the brink of insanity. And it's me, you not a rapper, you a movie star. Checking who we are.
It can't be, though, because that would have been at the EA conference.
Regardless, a marvelous, majestic. All my power harness shit. My spoken word like a Voltron sword. And these poems close to arsenic. Every madly, deadly comes
The powers that be.
It's in you.
It's in me. And MC. That's all we know.
The powers that be.
It's in you. It's in me.
In MC.
That's all we know. The powers that be. It's in you.
It's in me.
In MC.
That's all we know.
The powers that be. It's in you. It's in me.
In MC.
Session. Okay.
Exclusive.
They say you only live once.
Oh.
To differ. I was born 3 times, and I've met death 3 times. My first home was Altanova.
Black Desert Online's an exclusive for Xbox?
Console launch exclusive.
Tarif, village of the sorcerers.
So that means it's gonna be on PlayStation 2.
I once thought
After a year.
this would be my true home. Everything changed when I started to ask the forbidden questions. What exactly is the true nature of the Black Stone? What lies beneath the vast desert? Who was it that was calling me from the depths beyond the desert?
I wonder if they're gonna make players start over again like they did when it came to Steam.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be separate servers.
It is time that I, at long last, reveal the hidden secrets once and for all.
It still looks god-awful pretty.
Come to me, if you dare to learn learn your true wretched self. Behold, I am Elezra, the darkness born from the desert.
Beta begins fall 2018. They announced that last year.
World premiere.
I'll keep playing on PC, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm not going to reset the progress I have.
We've known each other a long time. Hold the line! Hold the line! Nothing gets
Oh, the sound went away.
And the
again.
sound.
You never had this much trouble.
You turn it up a little bit.
Stand by.
Capcom.
Capcom? Devil May Cry?
Yep.
Yes!
I knew it was coming. That does not look like Dante, though.
Hey, honey. Need assistance?
Hey, you have to hit every single bump in the road? You're my crew.
That's Dante.
I don't know.
No, he looks so young, though. Maybe it's Dante.
Or who is the other one? Virgil?
No.
Yeah.
Well, yes, but no. That's... Unless it's like a
He's real
prequel.
pro at smacking demons around. That's why I built him that well-functioning arm. To kick demon ass. A functioning arm. To kick demon ass.
Did it say this was a console exclusive? Or no, world premiere.
No chit-chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime, you know it. Cash first.
Kenny, get back inside now! I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch.
Devil May Cry.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Who is the dude, though? It does not look like Dante. It's not Dante. That's Dante.
That's Dante. Spring 2019.
Don't get to play as Dante, though. That's
Please
a little,
welcome from Capcom, producer Matt Walker.
Well, I guess we'll find out momentarily.
Itsuno.
That's why people think you like DLC. People run up to it.
As director, I've waited 4 years for this. Thank you so much. DMC is back! English is hard. Matt, you do it.
Of course. It's been 10 years since Devil May Cry 4 was released, and fans have been asking for a true sequel ever since. So this is our response, loud and clear, that we hear you. Devil May Cry and Hideaki Itsuno are back! Early on in the development of Devil May Cry 5, we set our sights on creating something that was going to have world-class visuals. So we've scanned fully costumed models for all of our main characters, and with the power of Xbox One X, we're able to render them as realistically as possible. Now, while visuals are really important, the controls need to remain tight and responsive as well. So we've gathered the best minds at Capcom to ensure that we can still deliver that amazing gameplay that Devil May Cry is known for. And we think that we made something that feels better than any action game we've ever created.
Hold on. すべてのファンの皆様のために一番の自信作ができました。期待してもらって大丈夫です。 よろしくお願いします。
Izuzu-san says that he is convinced that this is the best game that he's ever made because we made it for you, our fans. And we hope you look forward to seeing more.
Have a great E3!
Exclusive.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Wait, I wonder if you can now play 3-player. That'd be pretty interesting.
That'd be awesome.
So much going on the screen that your mind just explodes.
Exclusive.
Yeah.
It's dangerous for you to go alone. Take this.
Legend of Zelda Kitsune Edition.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
This is console launch exclusive, right?
Yeah.
So it will come to PlayStation.
Darth Vader?
Tunic.
That tiny fox in a big world is a prime example of the reach of gaming today. A labor of love conceived and created by a single developer in Halifax, Nova Scotia is today commanding gaming's largest stage. Whether you're sharing the adventure of a tiny fox with more than 20 million viewers on Mixer, or teaming up with Xbox Live friends to slay zombies, gaming is an incredible community. We've always believed that building community is vital for gaming. There's real power in our shared experience, sharing the same world, the same seasons, the same campaigns. And there's real meaning in sharing our love of gaming with fellow gamers. This community is the reason why we love premiering games here at E3. For the rest of our briefing, everything you show you will be world premiere games no one has seen before. Starting off with something entirely new from our friends at Bandai Namco. On my last trip to Japan, their creative team showed me a sneak peek at their next game. Now, you get to see the first look.
World premiere. There are worlds that exist, separate from our own,
Looks like the Gears of War guy.
where the impossible is reality. They consist of both good and evil. These worlds were never meant to meet. But things have changed.
Great
Nope.
sound again.
Now, they have begun to merge as one.
Naruto?
Last hope.
Naruto?
The heroes we could only
I just lost interest.
Naruto One
Heroes
No,
Piece.
that's
we could
Goku.
only
And
imagine.
that's the guy from One Piece.
Uniting.
Yeah.
to fight
Naruto, One
for our
Piece, Dragon
survival.
Ball. Yep.
Where's Sailor Moon? I don't really like when anime characters are 3D though.
This is what happens when you own all 3 IP licenses.
They own
Yeah,
Sailor Moon too.
they-
Why isn't she in it?
Jump Force. I'm actually
That was
very interested
not
in
the
that.
name I was expecting for that.
Unite to fight.
Yeah, I just for some
World
reason I don't
premiere.
like when they do anime characters in 3D style, but they're the same art style. It just looks super weird to me.
Yeah.
It's been 15 years since the fall. The city is a corpse, and we are the worms. We burrow in it, fighting for every useful piece of land to preserve ourselves from the terrors of the night and the
Dying
horrors
Light
of the
2?
day.
It's gotta be.
Not who can hear my voice. I shall therefore speak a word unto here. Anyone who dares to steal food will be hanged, and their bodies will be exposed.
Every day we rise from dust to choose between bad and worse.
Yep.
And these choices we take to survive will create the world to come.
Is that Nolan North or Troy Baker? I can't tell.
You know the drill. Get to the nearest safe house and wait until dawn. Good night. And good luck.
Yep.
Please welcome narrative designer Chris Avalo.
God, it almost sounds like Westworld.
Hi, I'm Chris Avalone, and I'm excited to be working with Techland to create the world of Dying Light 2. Dying Light 2 is everything you'd expect from a bold sequel to the first game. A fluid parkour system with improved natural movement, deep and tactical first-person melee combat, and of course, terrifying nights when the infected emerge from the depths of the city to feed on anyone they can find. At the same time, we invite you to a new vision of the post-apocalypse, a bleak and unforgiving reality that we call the modern Dark Ages. Today, however, we want to give you a look at one of the impressive new features of Dying Light 2, a technical and narrative advancement for the franchise. Dying Light 2 will be the first in its genre where your choices have genuine consequences in the game itself. From how it looks, how it plays, to the events that occur, everything in the game world can change based on your decisions. The following demo throws a bit more light on this.
Is Dying Light an Xbox exclusive?
No.
No.
Just world
I never
premiere.
played the first one.
It's really good. Surprisingly good.
It's got a huge active community on the first one right now as well. Like, people modded, people still play the core. It's really good.
Dying Light 2 features a functioning ecosystem that reacts on multiple levels to the things you do and the choices you make. In the example we are about to show you, our protagonist undertakes a mission for the Peacekeepers, one of the many factions active in the city. They want you to negotiate with 2 survivors who are controlling and hoarding a water supply.
way to insult us with another final offer?
Let's say you choose to carry out the Peacekeeper's orders, one way or another. After this, you will start seeing a significant change in the city, as access to the water supply allowed the Peacekeepers to bring stability and develop the area. There's even running water for the people at street level, and that raises their morale and allows you to replenish your energy on the go. But there's a cost to this. The PKs have a rigid approach to law and order. So while the streets may be safer, it's only safer for those who side with them. So if you get on their bad side. Now let's return to that moment of choice. And instead of killing them, you choose to team up with this group to supply water on the black market. As you will see, this creates a very different set of consequences for the city. With water being a precious currency, it brings you access to new resources and trade, but this in turn attracts the worst type of people to the area. And this is just a single decision, one out of hundreds you will have to make. But it allows you to carve out your own world. Each player's game experience will be unique. And by the way, this is just what happens in the day. At night, well, things tend to get a lot darker.
I love the first one, dude. It was so good.
It was like if they made
exclusive world
Yeah,
premiere.
Gears?
A lot of time has passed.
Oh.
You've
Sounds
gotten
like it.
soft, complacent. You always knew this day would come. You always knew the three of you would be needed again. You always... Wait.
Battletoads?
What?
I love it! Oh my god!
Yeah, Battletoads.
A brand new game featuring body morphing genre mashups, 3-player couch co-op, 4K hand-drawn 2.5D graphics, and broad, non-specific feature declarations. They're back.
No graphics, John.
No.
Oh my god.
World premiere. I was born to fight wars that no army could.
Oh.
Just Cause 4.
Yeah, Just Cause 4.
There was no fear, no failure.
Which 3 is amazing.
But the rules have
I don't know
changed.
how they top it.
The enemy changed. And no one was ready for it.
The Black Hand. They are the world's most powerful private army. But even they should fear what they've created. This isn't a war, Rico. This is survival.
Does that happen a lot? When we're getting shot at? All the time.
I want to say something I really like about that is that the main protagonist is Latino. Because
Yeah.
usually Latino characters are always like the villains. They're never the main
World
hero.
premiere.
I'm just. It looked like they were making a real, like.
Oh, here it is.
There you go.
I knew it would come. What? Funko Gears. This is the Gears I've been actually
Gears Pop? Are you serious?
They just trolled their whole audience. They better.
From the Coalition, please welcome Studio Head Rod Ferguson.
They better announce it after this.
I'm actually interested in that game, though. I'm not interested in Gears at all, but I kind of want to play that.
I don't know that that was a game or just a co-marketing thing.
13 years ago, when I began my Gears of War journey, we had no idea how big this franchise would become. And as it's grown, we've dreamed of taking it to new places in different ways to reach even more fans. And that's why today we're announcing Gears Pop, a collaboration with our friends at Funko to bring a unique mobile spin to the world of Gears.
Mobile.
And mobile is not the only new place we're going. I'm excited to also announce the true Gears of War PC experience in a completely different genre, Gears Tactics. You create a whole new squad 12 years before Gears of War 1 as they hunt a locust monster maker responsible for destroying whole cities. It's our take on the classic turn-based strategy genre with a character-driven story,
isometric
faster, more
There are
gameplay,
going to be riots
customizable
if they do
squad
not
equipment,
announce
and
the
of
new
course,
Gears.
it wouldn't be a Gears game without a massive boss battle.
Command & Conquer fans feel the pain.
We look forward to sharing more about Tactics with you soon. But it's not just about going to new places. It's also about having new experiences. And the amazing team at the Coalition is working hard to bring you our most ambitious Gears of War title yet, Gears 5.
There it is.
I mean, people were going to destroy the theater if they didn't, so...
I know, right?
As Kate, you'll journey across the biggest and most beautiful world we've ever created, with the war for humanity escalates on two fronts, outside the capital city and within Kate herself. In this moment from the game, Kate leads a rescue mission to a remote village, but something goes horribly wrong.
Doesn't it all?
I've never played a Gears game, but I like the last one. There's actually some color in it. So
Gears 4 is great. I play it on
It
PC.
wasn't just like poop brown.
Yeah.
Kate.
No.
No. Kate, you can't see this. You don't want to see this. Kate? I'm sorry. Thanks for coming here.
Of course. Can I recommend we maybe get these people out of here?
Hey, just slow down.
No, Foz is right. We need to move.
What are you talking? He's dead, man. Give her a minute.
She'll get her minute in the Raven.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Del, we need to leave.
I'm not going.
Excuse me?
For months now, I've been having these dreams. Nightmares. But I think they were messages.
What?
Something's happening to me.
It's your grandmother's.
Enough. We'll deal with this later. Foz, round these people up.
I need help.
There's a place up north. I think we can find you answers there.
No. Absolutely not. We have orders.
You'll go with me.
God damn it, both of you, listen.
I'll go with her. Look, if you're missing, Jen will notice.
Okay. I'll push Jack the coordinates.
No, Corporal. You're coming back to New Afira. That is a direct order.
Well, Captain, screw your order. This isn't about you, it's about me. I need to fix this.
Hey, watch her. A necklace? That's a locust symbol.
Yeah, so?
She would never be our enemy by choice. I know that.
Because she would die for us.
I know that. But what if it's not her choice?
Where are we going?
Back to where it all began.
Because why not?
Who's in the shadows? Who's ready to play? Are we the hunters or are we the prey?
Hey, what are you...
Why did you come here with me? What did JD tell you?
This is a wild game of survival.
Is it me or did it not say
In the entire
exclusive?
history of Xbox, in the
No, it said
entire history of
exclusive.
E3, in the entire history of our industry, gaming is now at its most vibrant. Today, we shared our commitment to giving you the freedom to discover and play all of the great new games coming to Xbox Game Pass. Today, we showcased more games than we ever have before. 50 games, 18 titles with exclusivity, and 15 world premieres. Today, we shared our most diverse gaming portfolio in every measure, from breadth in art style, genre, and cultures, range in subject and setting, scale and story, and scope and creative vision. And every one of these plays best on Xbox. The world of gaming is on an historic growth path, where the increasing number of gamers is met with the increasing creative power of game developers. In this significant moment, we are constantly challenging ourselves. Where can we take gaming next? Our answer? We commit and harness the full breadth of our resources at Microsoft to deliver on the future of play. Our experts in Microsoft Research are developing the future of gaming AI, so the worlds and characters we enjoy will be even more rich and more immersive. Our cloud engineers are building a game streaming network to unlock console quality gaming on any device. Not only that, we are dedicated to perfecting your experience everywhere you want to play, on your Xbox, your PC, or your phone. And of course, our hardware team, the same team that delivered unprecedented performance with Xbox One X, is deep into architecting the next Xbox consoles, where we will once again deliver on our commitment to set the benchmark for console gaming. And let's talk about our games themselves. We are committed to building an industry-leading first-party studios organization. And as you saw earlier, we are making one of our greatest single-year investments in teams by adding 5 new creative studios. We have committed our team, our company, our technical resources so we can declare to you today and next year and all of the years after that, you will always experience the best in gaming on Xbox. So choose the games you want to play. There are worlds to be saved, heroes to be made, and legends to become. Together. Thanks, and have a great Easter.
Could it
Is this
be?
Cyberpunk?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
CD Projekt Red, yep. Nope, nope. Yep.
In 2077, they voted my city the worst place to live in America. Main issues, sky-high rate of violence, and more people living below the poverty line than anywhere else.
Oh.
Can't deny it, it's all true. But everybody still wants to live here. This city's always got a promise for you. Might be a lie, an illusion. But it's there, just around the corner. And it keeps you going. It's a city of dreams. And I'm a big dreamer.
Looks so cool.
So
Oh
good.
my God, it looks incredible.
Release date. Oh. That's another one that we might see more of at Sony.
I hope so.
You think you wanna play now?
So I'm just reading a news article here on Polygon. Apparently FromSoft is teaming up with Activision for Sekiro.
Yeah, it did have an Activision logo.
Oh, did it?
Lots to process from that particular press conference. Let's go down the list of what they did show. They started off with, of course, the reveal of Halo 6. They showed Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Then Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice, which interesting to me is they totally pulled some Just Cause there, and now he's got a grappling hook arm just like the guy from Just Cause. I actually find that to be a nice touch, but definitely interesting artistic style. They talked a lot about the Game Pass, which is where they're still trying to run people to, $9.99 a month. Fallout 76, which is 4 times the size of Fallout 4, set in West Virginia. Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit was next on the list. Crackdown 3, Nier Automata, Become as the Gods Edition. Metro Exodus, coming February 22nd. Kingdom Hearts 3, featuring Frozen, Rapunzel, Gummy Ships confirmed, much to Kate's chagrin. Wreck-It Ralph, Hercules, Monsters Inc., and Toy Story that we saw in the trailer there.
What is my chagrin? What are you talking about?
Oh, you sounded unhappy when you saw the Gummy Ships.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're if it's done well, okay, but it hasn't been.
Yeah, it was okay last time. Let's see. Then they showed Sea of Thieves DLC, Battlefield 5, Horizon Forza 4, Forza Horizon 4, the purchase of the 5 studios, We Happy Few, August 10th, Player Unknown Battleground War Mode, Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition, Tom Clancy's The Division 2, coming March 15th. They talked more about Xbox Game Pass. They did a ID at Xbox Indies trailer mashup. There were 3 console launch exclusives in there. I missed the first one, but then I saw Waking and Below were after that. Shadows of the Tomb Raider, coming September 14th. Black Desert Online, which technically they announced last year, but they're saying now, again, it's a console launch exclusive, and the beta is fall of this year. Devil May Cry 5, Cuphead DLC coming. Tunic, as a console launch exclusive. Bandai Namco with Jump Force, which is the Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, and One Piece fighting game. Dying Light 2, Battletoads, Just Cause 4, Gears Pop Mobile, Gears Tactics, and Gears 5. And then, of course, we saw at the very end CD Projekt Red Cyberpunk 2077. Whew. Highlights for you. Let's start with you, Kate.
Cyberpunk, for sure, is a big highlight for me. Ori looked really cute. I mean, I don't have an Xbox, so I won't be playing it.
It is also PC, just FYI.
Don't have a PC that can run it.
Okay. Any other highlights for you?
What else was shown?
Jimmy, how about you? What highlights, what things stuck out for you?
Do we have enough time?
Yeah, we have. The next show, we'll talk about that in a minute, but yeah, go ahead.
I am absolutely over the moon about Sekiro.
Oh yeah, that one.
We were talking about Neo just the other day, and how there was, a lot of people had hype for Neo just because it played like Dark Souls and Bloodborne, but there was just something missing, and I hope that Sekiro kind of bridges that gap. FromSoft is known for the Soulsborne genre. There have been a lot of people who have tried, very few who have even come close. So Sekiro is definitely one that I'm going to be watching. Also, Fallout 76. Admittedly, I've been on a bit of a Fallout 4 kick, and having 4 times the landscape to explore, it's going to be jam packed with stuff. Metro Exodus,
not an MMO,
and not an MMO. Yeah, thank you. Metro Exodus, just because I am a huge fan of the Metro series, and then finally, last but certainly not least, in fact, probably should have mentioned this first, Cyberpunk 2077. I have been on some podcasts recently where people have affectionately and very realistically described CD Projekt Red as the industry sweetheart right now. The Witcher 3 did some incredible things, boiling all the way down to that thank you note that everybody got in the case when they bought The Witcher. Their discussions more recently about why would you release a game that's only half complete? We feel that the game should be done in the box, and then anything that adds to it is further completed DLC. It's not half baked. It's not half complete. The entire product is there. So Cyberpunk 2077, I think, is going to be the kind of the penultimate piece for a while, as long as CD Projekt Red stays on it like they have with previous titles.
Yeah, for me, the highlights were most likely... Oh, there's quite a few, actually. I would probably go so far as to say that Ori and the Will of the Wisps was definitely something that caught my eye. I already was predisposed to know I'd like it. Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. I still just can't get behind Crackdown just yet. Actually, Kingdom Hearts 3, that was one of the more feature complete or story complete trailers we've seen. That was actually very interesting to me. I know my wife immediately perked up. She said there were a couple things there that we were going to have to buy an Xbox until I told her no, it'll be out on PS4 also, but that's something. Battlefield 5, but that was from yesterday. I thought the purchases of the studios is, if you look at Microsoft over the last several years, they actually divested themselves of a bunch of studios, and so I think Phil Spector and his team has actually gotten internal thinking of Microsoft to turn around. I'm actually really glad to see them pick up some first-party developers that can start cranking out games along with the other ones that they have. Maybe they will start coming out hot and heavy with new exclusive titles. Tom Clancy, The Division 2, yes please. I'm there day one. I enjoyed the first one. And yes, I kind of got Halo mad at it for a little while, or I'm sorry, Destiny mad at it for a little while, but they fixed everything eventually. And it actually is an amazing game. So I'm really excited for the second one. The other ones that were a big note for me, Devil May Cry 5 looks great. I'm definitely open to that.
I have a little bit of trepidation because you're not controlling Dante. Like, I'll have to see more to see who this dude is.
I trust Capcom for the most part. They're all right. And then, of course, Gears 5 and Cyberpunk 2077. Cyberpunk 2077... when you have your expectations in your own mind about what you want something to be, and then you watch the first trailer and you're worried that it's not going to live up to what's there. It lived up to what was there for me. So I'm super excited to find out as much as I humanly can about that game as it comes out. So I'm very, very interested in that. Banner says he missed some of the press conference, but made it back to see 2077. If you're going to make it back to see any of that press conference, that's definitely the part you want, because Cyberpunk 2077 very good. Do we think that they... To me, this was a repeat of last year's press conference. Again, Phil was up there just for a very small portion of the time, trying to let the games speak for themselves. Do you think there was, if we count up the exclusives, the actual exclusives, are we counting, like, we're not counting DLC, right? That doesn't count, I would imagine. No. Okay.
I wouldn't think so.
So you're looking at true exclusives. You're looking at Halo 6, Crackdown 3, Forza Horizon 4.
Is Gears going to be considered an exclusive?
Yeah,
it's coming to PC too.
No, for our count. Yeah, so Gears is the last one. So that's 4. 4 actual exclusives out of the 15 they promised. Most of the rest were console launch exclusives, meaning it's just a timed exclusive. It's not really an exclusive. So 4 real exclusives. Is that enough to turn the tide, do you think, for Microsoft over the next 12 months?
I don't think so.
I think it will help them a little bit, but Sony's way too far ahead. It'd be like taking a cup full of water out of the ocean.
Yeah. I think that, even as they buy these new 5 development studios, you're still looking at one game off here, one game off here. It's not until you start getting multiple games by companies rolling out year after year that you see that kind of
it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah, I agree.
But it
is a step in the right direction, but I think at the same time you're looking at competing with titles like the Final Fantasy VII Remake, The Last of Us 2, Days Gone.
Remake is coming to Xbox, though. Just not first.
Well, maybe we'll find out more about that tomorrow morning. Who knows?
Yeah, Last of Us 2, Spider-Man, those kind of things.
Yeah. Oh, God, Spider-Man looks incredible.
Yeah. So, so let's do our usual. Let's go around the room from 1 to 10. Give the press conference a rating, and we'll do our final comparisons after the Sony presser tomorrow night to kind of figure out who won E3. Not that anyone can really win it, but of these two, who won. But what 1 to 10? Jimmy, give me your score overall for the conference.
I'm gonna have to say I give it a 7.
Okay.
There were some things that I was just mind blown, but a lot of it, as they went through it, I was like, oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah, expected that. But there were only a few moments where I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So once Sony has its moment, once we see from Nintendo and that kind of thing, I'll see where my scores for them lie.
Yeah, and there was only a couple moments that you were like, what? Just checking.
Yes.
I was trying to see how that, oh my God, that was amazing, went again. No.
Oh my God, that was amazing!
Okay, perfect, thank you. No, thank you. Kate, how about you?
I'm going to give it a higher score. I'm going to give it like an 8, because the people who came on the stage weren't cringy, and they did their presentations well, and the stuff that they showed, while it was expected, looked good. And there were, some titles that were super exciting. I mean, Kingdom Hearts is really exciting. The story is so confusing that I'm just like, I'd have to play all the games over again just to figure out what the hell was going on in that trailer. But no, all the games looked great, and a lot of good first look exclusives, even if they aren't exclusives for Xbox. At least they got to show it first. Although I would have maybe given them an 8.5 if they hadn't almost treated DLC like it was a new thing. It's world exclusive Cuphead DLC. It's it's DLC.
Yeah, I agree. I actually,
but Phil Spencer is always really charismatic. The presenters who came out to talk about the games, were professional, and it wasn't cringy.
Yep, I agree. I probably also would give it an 8. I think overall it was very solid, but again, kind of the exact same thing that I was saying beforehand. We really didn't get any, out of left field. Here's the crazy, we're dipping into our back catalog and remaking some crazy rare game or something like that. There was nothing unexpected. It was all exactly what we expected to see. There were a couple notable ones like Tales of Vesperia that I was not expecting to see. Their purchase of Ninja Theory was something I was not expecting, which is also kind of interesting. But yeah, and Gears Pop Mobile, great way to troll your audience. But at least they made good on it, unlike Square, who's done that in the past and then just left it there. So good on Microsoft for at least not just ending it with the Gears Pop thing. So yeah, I'd definitely say it was a
I
solid.
want more pop games now. It can be like the new Lego thing.
Exactly. I think that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, I'm sure it will end up being exactly that too, because I'm sure this one will sell well. Yeah, so that's going to do it for our coverage for the Microsoft conference. Let's take a quick look at the schedule for the rest of E3 here. So we can see on the screen that coming today, well, it's hard for you to read, but it's not hard for everybody else to read. Coming today, it will have our broadcast schedule will be the Bethesda pre-show starting at 6 p.m. Is that right? Should be 5:30, shouldn't it? No, it's actually at 6:30. So 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and then 9 p.m. Eastern. Devolver Digital starts probably directly after that one. If there is time for a pre-show, we'll be half an hour before at 7:30. But if not, if Bethesda runs long, we'll just pick right up with that one at 8 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Central, 11 p.m. Eastern. I don't know how Devolver tops what they did last year. One of the most amazing press conferences I've ever seen for anything ever. If you've not watched it, go look on YouTube for Devolver Digital's 15-minute press conference. It was amazing. And then Monday's schedule will be Square Enix starting bright and early tomorrow at 9:30 Pacific. Ubisoft at 12:30 Pacific, PC at 2:30 Pacific, and Sony starting at 5:30 Pacific. Join us for all of the commentary, all of the shows, and then we'll do a post-show analysis for each of those afterwards. On behalf of Jimmy, Kate, and myself, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you tonight at 6:30, and until then, game on!
See you tonight.
Bye!